In this video, you're going to see how to wrap the hood and front lip of this Kia Sorento using tools and material from Rvinyl. The first step is cleaning. Use a tucking tool and a microfiber towel along with cleaners from Rvinyl to degrease the edge at the front, then the main surface on this lip. Then focus on the hood. Be sure to open it to make sure all the edges are 100% clean. Then once all the edges are clean, focus on the main surface. Now it's time to lay the panel in place on the hood. Carefully roll it out from left to right. Then once on the hood, use magnets to hold it roughly in position, making sure there's enough material top to bottom. If there's too much material, use what's called a Snitty. This can be purchased from Rvinyl to safely cut the excess film away without any chance of damaging the paint. Then reposition the magnets right in the middle. That's called a temporary hinge. Flip the panel over. Release the backing paper to the magnets. Then cut the backing paper safely away, again using a Snitty. The Snitty is always a good call because there's no chance of cutting the paint of the vehicle. Cut the backing paper at a half moon shape, so once it's tucked under, it'll be easy to pull once the other side is ready for install. Now, carefully flip the panel over onto the hood, pick it up so the material is nice and relaxed, release the magnets, and release the entire liner. Most color change film from Rvinyl has a low initial tack, so it's easy to pick up and reposition. The goal right now is to relax the film and make sure that there's no wrinkles on the main surface. So, pick the material up, spread the tension out towards the edges, and keep in mind that nothing has been squeegeed yet. This allows the material to be repositioned and, once it's in a good state with no wrinkles, it can be squeegeed onto the surface. Always try to work one half of the hood at a time. So start in the middle and work out towards the side in even, overlapping squeegee strokes. Once the material is to the outside edge, make sure it's secure right at the front lip, then focus on the other half. Once both halves are applied to the main hood, now it's time to cut away the excess film. Always focus on the corners first. Using a very sharp knife and a 30-degree blade, and all can be purchased from Rvinyl, cut away the corner, and when possible, cut on the opposite side. This will give an extra 1/4 inch of material that can wrap around the edge for extra coverage and long-term hold. Always make sure you round it with an application glove, then seal the deal with a squeegee. Repeat the exact same steps for all the edges on the outside of the hood. And once this is done, now it's time to focus on the front lip. Because there's such a steep drop-off here, a lot of tension can build up in the film, so use the squeegee technique and the freehand to pull nice and even tension and slice the material all the way to the edge. If the material is fighting too much, then add a little bit of heat to soften it and use the same techniques. Once all the film is fed in to the outside edge, pick it back up and tuck it in with the hard side of the squeegee so it fits tight inside the gap. Add heat to relax all the film on the edge. Then cut away the excess film and keep in mind that the blade is running alongside the vehicle directly in the gap. It's not cutting directly on the paint. So once the cut has been made, retract the blade, pull away the excess film and masking tape, then come back in with a tucking tool from Rvinyl to seal the deal. And once everything's been cut out, the final step is to go over the entire hood area with a heat gun just to double check to see if there's any bubbles left behind and to make sure all the edges are 100% sealed. And the final step is to wipe it down with an aftercare product that can be purchased from Rvinyl. And here's a shot of the final result. And as you can see, it's a high quality install, and it's thanks to tips and tricks that come from the Rep Institute, and they're powered by great tools and material that can be all purchased from Rvinyl.